this song is very, very not what I thought it was. Hang on. We are switching the music this early. That first song was kind of a bop, but I don't like this playlist, so we're gonna switch. How's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good. I see people are getting a little confused. I'm guessing it was the stream starting soon stream. Yeah, I was just making sure everything was rocking up before I turned stuff on. What's up, Shadow Cool Guy? Shout out. How's it going? Here we go. Let's get something a little bit more upbeat today. Let's see. Where's that at? Right there? Right there? A little too loud, a little too loud. Right there, right there. Alrighty. So, chat, I'm working on something crazy. And I realized I don't have... Hang on. Technical difficulties. I forgot to turn on those lights. Give me 1 second. I'm back. I fix that. By the way, if you guys go over, I'm pretty sure it's there. I have to check, but I'm pretty sure if you watch me on Twitch, you can get a fancy cape. I think my Twitch is set up for those drops. So, if you want to get the new copper cape, if you haven't got it already, I think I have drops enabled on Twitch so you can watch me there. But no, so I am working on a ridiculous build. And let's just jump over to the game. Let's pull open the material list. All right, let me get this over here so chat on so YouTube can see it on the vertical as well. So I need 128,981 glass. 12,636 deep slate slabs polished. It doesn't really matter what those are. Just slabs. Just under 9,000 scaffolding. Just over 7,000 soul sand. 1,400 obsidian. The water buckets, I'm going to do that right here. The blocks of iron I'm not that worried about. I'm going to make a beacon there. That's why it's there. More slabs. Those are... Ignore that. Some buttons, signs. Okay, yeah. So, a bunch of just random miscellaneous stuff. But the bulk of it is the glass, the slabs, the scaffolding, soul sand, obsidian is the big bulk of this farm that I'm building. So what we're doing today, first off, oh, by the way, look at that. Look at that. That fancy cape. I love it. And what it looks like without the elytra. I don't know which one I like better. With or without the elytra. I think with the elytra. Except now I need... See, my only complaint about this cape is it doesn't look that great with diamond gear. So I need to upgrade my gear to netherite. But I got that the other day from watching Pixel Riff on Twitch. So I didn't see the drops enabled on my Twitch stream now, so I don't know if you can get it from me. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. All right, so funny enough, most of the stuff. Oh, and hey, thanks for the sub over on YouTube, whoever that was. Maybe if it was a public sub, you should be getting alerts here pretty soon. So that glass, that 100,030, that's what I'm rounding off to. 100,030 glass. We're working on it. We got a little factory going. I just updated my world the other day to, I jumped from 1.21.8 to 1.21.10 because that was just a hotfix. All my mods finally were updated. So I have the clankers, the copper golems. They're working overtime over here. They're just making sure that the system doesn't get backed up. And then we have all 130,000 or so sand between, I'll just use free can, between what's on in all the shulker boxes, which some of them are empty. I could probably refill them. And then down here, full. Yeah. So this stream, we're not gonna be going through this whole nonsense of dealing with all the all the smelting. I have this chunk loaded, so this smelter should run while we're doing other stuff. Now I don't know if copper golems go while we're chunk loaded. So, but I mean, they're getting there. They've almost got 4, and then I've got a couple chests over here. And then I'll have to move all of the glass to where we're gonna be dropping off the rest of the stuff we're getting today. So the biggest thing that I need to do is the biggest thing I need to get is the scaffolding. So it's 9,000, so that's 100. I'm just gonna say 140. Let's round up to 150 stacks, and we can probably round up even more. A shulker box can hold 27 stacks. So let's just round up and say we would need, for 150, that'd be 3 double chests or 6 shulker boxes. So I think I'm gonna go there. I thought about making a bamboo farm, but you know what? I don't need. It's not gonna take that long to get the actual whatchamacallit. The amount of bamboo I need. I just need 6 shulker boxes of bamboo. That shouldn't take that long. Got a shulker box of string for the scaffolding. The ratio is 6 bamboo to 1 string for 6 scaffolding. So 1 shulker box of string should be enough for 6 shulker boxes of scaffolding. So I'm gonna harvest my sugarcane over here, whatever I have, because I'm running low on rockets. And then we're gonna head off to a bamboo jungle area and just get a whole bunch of bamboo to start. And then we're gonna go get the soul sand. We should have all the soul sand from my gold farm. And then all the obsidian from the gold farm and Picklin bartering farm together. I'm not gonna get a bunch here. I need a legit sugarcane farm. That's on the list. That should be enough for now. But no, that is on my list. An actual sugarcane farm. I think that's probably gonna be. Turn down the music just a hair. I think the actual sugarcane farm is gonna come after I complete this. I want to complete this big farm next, mainly because I just updated to the copper drop, the copper age drop, and I want to have a really good copper farm. And that's what alright, that's plenty. Alright, let's sleep and then head off to get a bamboo. Probably, hang on. I only need 6 shulker boxes, so let's leave some behind. And it's 3 double chests of scaffolding. I just need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll leave that. Put that there. I'm gonna grab the other extra ender chest. Alright. Let's turn on my flashbacky back. My flashback was being funky on this update. I don't know why it wasn't loading stuff when I was trying to record flashback very well earlier. But we'll see. Alright, so this jungle, I went here earlier. Hang on. Hang on, chat. I'm not. Oh, that's funky. Alright. One quick change for something really quick. Much better. Yeah, that's much better. I don't look nearly as washed out. Alright, so there's one thing on the way. I was looking for this jungle earlier, and I noticed over here there's a better spot to harvest in, but we can come back here if we need to. Where's it at? It's over here somewhere. There it is. I wanted to check out this. I don't think I've looted this yet. This is really dark. Junk. Wow, that was really bad. I don't know, chat, you probably can't see what's going on. Ow. Alright, so over in this direction, there's my guardian farm. It was over here. where I... Yeah, there it is. Oh, this bamboo. There's a whole bunch. This should, in theory, hopefully get me 6 shulker boxes of bamboo. Hopefully. So, 1 inventory full is a shulker. Easy peasy. It's a very satisfying sound. Should be pretty quick, I'd imagine, at least compared to digging up sand. Zombie. That's a crazy looking oak. Chat, the scaffolding, and I'll explain this. I'm making a video all about this whole process. Zombie. So the scaffolding in the farm acts as kind of a one-way valve. So this is a drowned farm for copper. I use bubble columns to send drowns up through scaffolding, and then the scaffolding has water on it to push them into portals. They go through a portal setup. That portal setup will send them through a series of portals in the Nether, and they'll re-teleport into a bubble column in the overworld. And that's where I'm going to kill them and collect all their drops. So this is all for the scaffolding. It's 1. This is why I didn't necessarily think making a bamboo farm would be worth it right now. Just the effort, because I'd want to build a building around the bamboo farm. I will make one at some point. But the effort of doing that right now, for the amount of bamboo that I actually need. Is not worth it. Chat, here's a question for you. And I'm sure some of you have seen all the stuff about the drops. The new drop. Mounts of Mayhem drop. So my initial reaction to the Mounts of Mayhem drop was, oh yeah, this is cool. And I was like, yeah, but I mean, the spear is like a specific combat thing, right? Creeper. Let's sleep. So I was like, I don't know how much I'm actually going to use the spear. But then I saw like the lunge enchantment. And I was like, oh, okay. I probably will use the spear, because that mobility from the lunge is actually really, really cool. But then I saw that it uses durability. Like one lunge will, if you have a wooden spear, one lunge, the way it's set up right now, one lunge will break a wooden spear. 4 more. Which is a little crazy. And I'm trying to think, does Riptide. So lunge, other than, yeah, I guess even Riptide is an attack, right? When you use it. If you don't hit a mob with Riptide, does it use durability? And if it doesn't, that's what I want to see the lunge enchantment to be fixed into, right? So it uses durability if you hit mobs, I think is fair. But if you don't hit mobs, I don't think it should use durability. And it can just be a mobility type thing, right? Especially like an early game mobility. I don't think it's going to be... Like, I still don't personally think I'm going to use the spear that often in a single-player world. But if the spear is an interesting mobility thing that doesn't use crazy durability to do the lunge from like a lunge 3, then I think it would have more usability just in general. But I don't know. If anybody in chat has any thoughts on that, let me know. All I know is so here's kind of my my 2 cents about the drops recently. Hey, chicken. Hey, chicken. In my opinion, there's only one, at least for me, there's only one update that has changed how I play the game. In the most recent, right? And maybe a little bit, right? Like, I've used the Happy Gas a little bit, but not, like, an insane amount. Egg. But I think the only thing that's really going to change how I play the game is the copper golem. Partially because it's cheap. And it's gonna make, so the project that I'm gonna do next, so I want to get this copper farm built because I've been working towards it for about a month. The project after that is a storage system. I want to fix my storage issue. I'm almost done with bamboo already. And I'm going to use the clankers. I'm going to use the copper golems in my storage system. And that's one thing I'm curious about, right? So I wonder if the copper golems need to be, if I have them chunk loaded, would they still work? Or, and that's kind of an experiment I'm testing right now. Because they're chunk loaded right now, working on my super smelter. So if they were chunk loaded, then that's gonna make the storage system them really, really powerful. And if they don't, it's not that big of a deal. But, I mean, the cows, I'm still not used to the new textures. I know a lot of people are saying, oh yeah, they just got new textures, right? They didn't get any like crazy changes when the Spring to Life update happened. Right? Like the cows and the chicken and the sheep. No, the sheep didn't get any, but the pigs. But you know, if this was Activision giving you an update on the cows instead of Mojang, to get this skin on the cow would be $25 if it was Activision. But since it's Mojang, it's free and everybody gets it. And that's the fun thing that, like, a lot of people And I feel like I haven't heard it as much. Recently. But like, generally speaking, I've heard a lot of people complain. Hey buddy, what you got? You good? I'll jump. I don't need any mini blocks right now. But no, in general, I've heard a lot of people complain about Minecraft updates. Just the one thing that like, unless you're getting stuff from the marketplace, right? You're playing Bedrock things from the marketplace. Generally speaking, all of the new updates are free, which is crazy. Like, you buy the game once, and it's updated all the time, very frequently now. Like, to the point where I don't think they need to be updated as much as they are. Look at those. That right there, S tier update. These beautiful fireflies. Beautiful, beautiful fireflies. Alright, this is my last inventory of scaffolding that I need. So chat. I'm throwing a ton of stuff through furnaces right now. And I want to see how many levels. I might actually put this in my video. But I can turn off the hoppers on the furnaces, right? Because they've been constantly running items through them. I can turn off the hoppers and pull an item out instead of letting it go through the hopper when I'm about done. And I wonder how many levels I'm gonna get. What's up, Jacob? I don't know how long that's been there. How's it going? Welcome back. But yeah, I wonder how many levels I'm gonna get from all the sand I'm smelting in the glass when I pull one of the glass out of a furnace. I imagine quite a bit. I mean, I'm only whatchamacallit, I'm only putting 100,030 sand through furnaces. Is that sheep tan, something gaming? Hang on. Well, what did I just press? Sheep Tamlin Gaming? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but what's up? Welcome, welcome. We're on my last inventory of bamboo. From India. I used to work with a bunch of guys from India. They're good guys. All the way from India. That's pretty cool. I am playing Java version right now. Actually, oh, I need. Let me grab the sugarcane just because I'm low on sugarcane. And I need one more stack of the sugarcane here. Oh, which version? Oh, which version? I just updated. Literally like before or yesterday I updated to 1.21.10. So I went from 1.21.8 straight to 1.21.10. So this is my first, like I just got the Copper H drop. Yeah, Java version. All right. That is all the bamboo +1 that I need for the scaffolding. So those just joining. What country am I in? I am in the US of A. I don't know if I should be proud or not proud about that based on how our country is right now, but I won't get into that extreme. I don't have a Discord. Man, did I loot this previously? I think I have. This one looks familiar. Yeah, I have. I put junk in there. No, I don't have a Discord for my channel or anything that people can hang out in. I don't necessarily know how to manage that anyway. And I am playing single player, so this is in my forever Minecraft world, which is just a single player series that I've been playing in. All right, so let's find out. Okay, so they don't work. When they're chunk loaded. Ah, that's good to know. So I'm gonna have to AFK this for quite a bit. Not nighttime. Okay. All right. Do I have some wood? I need to bring a crafting table. I want to set up a little spots for everything. Probably steal this one. All right, so PC specs not very good. So I am running like a 3-4 gen back PC specs. Here, I don't know if you can see that on YouTube. but I've got a Ryzen 5 and a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060. The reason Minecraft runs so well is all the performance mods that I have on my computer right now. So that's really the only way I can play Minecraft and stream from the same computer at the same time. Hey. You know, I need to adjust that overlay a little bit. Browser. Ow. Hang on. Just a hair, right about there. That way it doesn't cut off. And then this is funky too. There we go. There we go. Okay. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. We're on our way. Slowly but surely on my way to that 1,000 sub mark. I said my PC specs. What else do you want to know about my PC specs? I'm running, I don't know. I don't know what I can't remember what my RAM is. It's like 32 gigs RAM, DDR4. And it's like a 6-core Ryzen 5 processor. The PC specs aren't great. Okay. Scaffolding 1, 2. I need 3 double chests for scaffolding. Like a few of these. Craft up all the scaffolding. That's 1 double chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that. I'm so short. All right. What's up, VR King? How's it going? Welcome back. There you go. 3 double chests of scaffolding. All right, let's. I need a stick. I need a stick for my Lamatica. I want to get my schematic in the right spots really quick. And then we'll go on to collect the other materials that I need. I feel you're tired. Enable. Okay, we want schematic placement. Well, let's unload that. Let's load Drown Farm V5. Ooh, okay. Origin. Origin needs to be 9, 38, 82, 433. Those on YouTube, you probably can't see exactly what I'm doing. Nice. What mods are you playing with? I'm not super huge into modded Minecraft, but I know a few. I've played Cobblemon a little bit. Techopolis. I'm not familiar with that. What's up, James? I think you've been in here before, so welcome back. Okay, 938. And then we're gonna go. By the way, I don't know if it's set up, but for anybody who, I think it might be. So there's the new Copper Cape. I don't know if you can get it, but you might be able to get it by hopping onto my Twitch. So I'm not building anything right now, but I'm working on a copper farm. And hey, I'm getting it in the right spots really quick. And then I'm going to lock its placement. And we're just getting all the materials set up for it. It's going to take forever to build after I get all the materials anyway. So we're probably going to build it on stream. At least partially on stream. Okay. Okay, and then I need to go down to 82. And then I need to lock it in place. Super riveting. We're going to watch the ground for a second here. 85, 82. 80. Oh, my game's stuttering. Okay. Oh, shoot. Dang it. What's up, crits? My game's freaking out. Alright, it broke it. Alright, let's do this again. Let's unload this. Alright, load it back in. Ah! My game really doesn't like this. It's got so much. Yes, it is very big. So I'm getting the last material. I'm getting all the materials, not the last, but all materials organized for the drowned farm that I've been working on for about a month, getting everything set up for. So I'm getting this in the correct place first, and then we're gonna get the rest of the materials. I'm smelting a whole bunch of glass right now, and the super smelter I just finished. We need to get the soul sand and the obsidian are the two big things that I need to get organized. And then there's a bunch of small things that we can put together too. And then we might start building, depending on how long it is. It shouldn't take me much longer to get the rest of the materials. Okay. We go to, and on YouTube you can't see. I'm looking at the bottom of my screen for the Litematica menu. I'm just making sure I know where the origin of the schematic needs to be, and it's showing up at the bottom of my screen. It's not going to show up on YouTube, unfortunately. So that's why it looks a little confusing what's going on. But I did You streamed Wednesday, right? I usually stream Wednesdays and Mondays. I didn't stream Monday this week though. But I did stream last Wednesday for a long time. Need to get that to 82. Okay. Huh. Alright, now how do I lock this placement? So if I go loaded schematics, I don't want to create placement, I want, hang on. There we go, schematic placement. And we want to lock placement. There we go. Now it is in the right spots. I don't have my bed on me. It's in my ender chest. Whoa, we just got a big jump with some subscriptions. Thank you over on YouTube. Yeah, it's just a little big. All right, so for those who are joining in, let's just go over the material list for this. And yes, you were reading that correctly. If you're reading that, 100 and let's just round up and say 130,000 glass, 13,000 polished deep slate slabs, about 9,000 scaffolding, 7,000 plus soul sand, about 1,500 obsidian, and a bunch of water, and some other random. I don't have the storage system in this schematic, so there's some other random stuff, and then there's some of the stuff on the nether side as well. So I started moving some of the glass, but I haven't moved a ton. So we need 7,000. Let's do the soul sand next. So that's 100 and let's just say 115 stacks to make it a little bit easier. 115 stacks divided by 27. Let's do 115 divided by 27. So I need 4 and a little bit shulkers of soul sand. Yeah, it's kind of big. So let's go get the soul sand. And then it's over here, 23, so a shulker of obsidian. Okay. And just turn off rendering on that schematic so it's a little bit. Good luck. I have all of the materials for this, except I'm smelting the glass. So I have all of the soul sand, I have all the obsidian. I have all of the sand. It's just being smelted. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just getting everything organized. And then we'll start building. The good thing about it is and chat, this now you're seeing why I built this thing. If you've been following me. So, and if you haven't been following me, if you're new here, let's turn up my brightness a little bit so everybody can see what's going on in the nether. So this is a piglin gold farm that sends gold nuggets, gold ingots to... Ow. These guys are gonna get mad at me. So in here, we've got a whole bunch of piglin, non-zombified piglins that all this fancy auto-crafter stuff sends gold ingots to. And then down here, so I need, it was 2, 3, 4, let's just say 5. 4, 5 chokers of soul sand. And this will tell me if I'm actually have enough. I should. I don't really need 5. I need like 4 and some. But I think I should. Yeah, I'm good. I'm so good. Is that one missing one? That's full. 5 shulkers of soul sand, and then I said a shulker of obsidian. So I'm not gonna be able to load. We'll get 2. Where's the obsidian? It's prime obsidian. That might be the one I'm actually low on. But this should be. So it was 1500. Divided by 64, 23. Okay, yeah. No, we're good. We're good. 1 shulker's fine. These guys are mad. I think there might be some obsidian. Actually, no, there's no obsidian down there. Alright, so that's the soul sand and the obsidian. probably should have. That gold farm is my best source of XP right now, so I probably should have went and repaired my elytra. It's not bad though. I'm running low on rockets, so. But so chat, I did multiple tests of Drowned Farm. Right? I did. Right, there's I don't know how many Drowned Farm designs you can find on YouTube for Java. And funny enough, what really makes a Drowned Farm good in Java mode, or Java version, is it comes down to one key thing. And funny enough, it's just size. Like that's really all it is. Oops. It just needs to be big. So that's kind of the reason I turned off rendering. Yeah. My computer. So that's kind of the reason why I have such a big design. And so essentially what it is, what I'm doing with it is pretty... It's simple. Like the actual... Whenever I watch a tutorial, it sounds like another... Yeah, sometimes it does, but... So this is... The concept behind the Drowned Farm is very, 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 very simple. Essentially... And it's going to be hard to see, and when I actually build it, it'll make a little bit more sense. But essentially, in here... Whoa, you can't see that. So in all this glass, there are bubble column tubes, right? So, and that's where all the drowned are going to spawn. And then, let's see. The drowned will spawn, get pushed up, and then up there, there's scaffolding that the drowned, you can kind of see it in the schematic where it was working. The drowned will then go through the scaffolding, they'll land on top of it and then get pushed over into either side portals. And then in the nether, they'll get pushed into another portal after their portal cooldown of like 10 seconds. Go to this portal here, get shot up, and that's where the killing is going to happen. So, what we need actually... So that's, let's just say 200 stacks of polished deep slate slabs. And it could just, it's just for the roof. It makes the spawning higher and it keeps the top layer of waters from freezing. So I think what we're going to do now is we're actually going to work on getting all of the deep slate slabs. So we're going to do some some mining. As fun as it sounds. Oh, where'd my beacon one go? I grabbed it. There it is. Just because I probably have the deep slate lying around somewhere, but we're gonna do a bunch of mining now. It shouldn't take that long. I need so how many double chests I gotta do the math there. So 1 deep slate equals 2 slabs, so that helps. So I need about 100 stacks. So 4 double chests of deep slate. It's not that bad. So that's probably what we're gonna do the rest of the stream. We're gonna go down into the mines, and I'm not gonna strip mine. We're gonna just bust out deep slate. And I turned off the whatchamacallit. I was doing Fulbrights with vanilla tweaks, and I stopped doing it just because it felt a little too cheaty. So I'm actually gonna need torches. I need a better storage system, and that's coming soon. After I get this copper farm complete, it's because I've been working on it for a long time. We're gonna... I'm just seeing if I have more coal laying around. I don't think I do. A torch. Oh. Hang on. Hang on, I'm excited about this. Oh my goodness. Let's look at this. That is beautiful. Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. I love it. I love it. I'm never going to use regular lanterns again. Now here's a question that I wonder about. Oh, you can just craft copper chests. Copper. Oh man. Oh. Wait a minute. I just updated it the other day, so all of this is. What do I have to do? Do they have to be stripped? This probably isn't the best. Okay, that's not that bad. That's... Oh, man. That makes me... Whoops. That's so awesome. Alright, that's probably enough torches. Alright, so let's head down to the mines. We need to get 4 double chests of deep slates. So that's probably what we're gonna do the rest of the stream. I think I mentioned that already. Because we need about 8 double chests of the slabs. Let's grab some chests. Let's actually see, before we get too crazy, let's see how the clankers are doing. Are they keeping up? I love these. I love these guys. They're not keeping up. I'll help them out. Yeah, I'll help you out. So yeah, if you weren't here earlier, I showed this off briefly. So up here, which we could probably pull some. I probably don't need to. We have plenty of supplies. I'm gonna just have to AFK this for a long while. So all those shulker boxes were full of sand. They're filtering into the super smelter, and then all of these double chests are all full of sand. For all the glass. 35 double chests. Beautiful. I made the right call. I put this on a I need an actual sugarcane farm. But so was there. I put that on a whatchamacallit, a ender pearl chunk loader. Nice, your nether spawn was in a fortress. That's impressive. Switch my brightness back to... That's lucky. I guess it could be unlucky. That's in the hardcore world you're playing in. So it could be dangerous. So I need, yeah, I said 100, so that's not that crazy actually what I need. 2 double chests of... I didn't grab my, hang on, I need a different pickaxe. I didn't grab my ender chest. I left it over. So I need a cobble deep slate. I don't need deep slate. So I need my fortune. And then we'll set up a beacon. I think it's worth it. Oops. Put them both in there. I put them both in there. Ditch the copper. The only annoying thing about setting up a beacon is having to dig up. But once I have it set up, it should make things a lot faster. But deep slate, and I'm being mean to myself. But I'm also being mean to myself by, like, using glass. Let's see, let's go. One, two, three, four. 6, 7, 8, 9. I could just do like a lava cast to get the walls of this farm. And it would be so much faster, less materials. 1, 2, 3. 7, 8. 3. 5, 6, 7. There's a spider spawner above my head. Hang on. Is it literally... Alright, I'll deal. Actually, no, I'm gonna move this. I don't wanna go through the spider spawner. Clear a little base of operation. Once I have this set up too, it's gonna be really nice if I ever have to come back down. You can't be dying in your hardcore worlds. If I'm one to talk, my first hardcore world. So my first ever hardcore world, I played in Bedrock actually, before hardcore was actually released fully. It was still in preview. Um, and I think it was actually Drowned. Yeah, Drowned got me. I was trying to get a... This is before they nerfed raid farms, the ground. With the ominous potions. This is before trial chambers. So I was trying to get a trident and bedrock for a trident killer. For a raid farm. And I wasn't paying attention to my air bubbles, and I started to drown. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then that weakened me enough where I got hit by a trident from a drowned, and it killed me in my first ever hardcore world. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But if you're interested, I had that whole experience on my YouTube channel. I wasn't the first, but I was one of the first YouTubers ever to do a 100 days of hardcore in Bedrock. Although I died my first world. But I did. I recreated, I went round 2. I survived 100 days and beat the dragon, beat the wither. Diamonds. So I did but there's a tiny bit of an asterisk on my wither fight. So in the specific beta preview that I was playing on, the Bedrock Wither was actually broken. And not like broken like hard, broken as in it wouldn't give wither effect. So I got hit a couple times and didn't actually get the wither effect. So, my fight was easier than it should have been. But I will say though, I've fought the Wither both in Bedrock and in Java. And the Wither is so much easier in Java. Alright, what's my coordinates here? Negative 388, 145. I'm gonna cheaty cam this. Oh, did I just barely miss a lava pool? Okay. I'm gonna dig straight down because I'm a maniac. Thanks. It's a so my background music, if you're curious, it's a Stream Beats Spotify playlist. It's the Synthwave or whatever. Okay. So we need to go to, it was 388, 388, 145, and we're gonna dig straight down. That was very close to a lava pool. And then I should be good to set up this beacon, and then we'll mine for a while. Oh, more coal. And then I should be within simulation distance for my copper golems to be working, so the super smelter system shouldn't be backing up if I mine over here. What was that? Let's see, texturing a pathway. Ooh. You should build, one thing I want to do, I'm going to have some, let's see, geo too. Some more organic pathways eventually. And one thing that's really cool to do is you add like actual larger rocks. Instead of just like the small pebbles. Taste. Alright. Now let's do this and one of these. Alright, so it's, yeah, 2 double chests. I'm gonna actually go in a direction I have it in mind. And then, I think go until haste runs out, and then turn back. Man, this is significantly slower. So I spent the last, like, couple days. I was gonna stream, but I was just exhausted. I'm just, like, couldn't focus on streaming and gathering the materials at the same time. But I spent the last couple days getting all that sand. 35 double chests of sand. And even though this is really quick with haste 2, it's still slower. I lost it. Where's my haste? Right about here. Get some redstone too. But I'm glad I've got the haste, the beacon. That makes it a little bit more bearable, but just mining straight deep slate is kind of a pain. Luckily, yeah, this is gonna take a little bit of time. 2 double chests. This is actually gonna probably gonna take a little bit. That's okay. That's why we're hanging out. That's why we're here, doing this on stream. Alright, Crits, thanks for stopping in. I will be streaming Minecraft again next Monday. If you're around Saturday evening, my buddies and I are going to be streaming. I think it's going to be both on Twitch and YouTube. The hardest difficulty on Peak, Ascent 7. So if you're interested in that, I'll be streaming that Saturday evening around the same time I usually stream Minecraft. Yep, this is gonna be a pain. That's okay. I'm just being bad to myself. I don't even care about the diamonds and the redstones, to be honest. I'm not gonna get rid of them. Redstone, I care more about the diamonds right now. But at some point, I'm gonna make some kind of redstone farm, witch farm maybe. I don't know where a regular swamp is in this world though. We'll get rid of the iron though. But yeah, once I have this, the rest of it is just small stuff. Like I'll have to run my tree farm probably for a little bit. So I can get the fence gates I need. And then, I'm just trying to think what else I might... I've got the material list. It's not going to show up right now. We're too far away. But I've got the material list, so we should be fine to get the rest of the materials. Pretty straightforward. But building this is going to be kind of a pain. And I'm debating which way is best to... Because I have to fill the columns with water sources. Now, do I want to fill it with water sources each layer? Like, have a couple buckets. Once I do the glass layer, do some on the edge with the water for each layer, or do I want to do all the glass layers and then do like kelp on the edges to do water? I don't know which way is more efficient. Maybe, I don't know, maybe layer by layer. I'm sure I'll figure it out. I'll get in a rhythm. It's gonna take hours for me to build it. But once it's built, I'm never gonna have to worry about copper in my world ever again. It's a very, very, very powerful copper farm. I'll get more tough while we're down here too, I guess. I don't necessarily want tough, I want the deep slate. That's what I'll focus on right now, but I'll mine out the tough blobs. Tough is always a good block to use in building, so I'm not going to complain about getting more tough. I'll keep the tough. The only thing I won't keep is the iron, because I've got so much iron. Yeah, the iron farm I built pretty early in this this world is like supplying my iron like crazy. So this is going to be a little bit of a process, that's for sure. So the only issue, right, so we've had some pretty good recent updates, I think. And I'm going to request this probably all the time, but with all these extra blocks, and I've been in my Become a Better Builder arc, or as non-gamers call it, Become a Better Builder era. And a lot of cases, at least the style of builds that I like, that I've been trying to do, is more adding variety in block palettes, right? Like the most recent build that I did, which is relatively tame. It still was like the walls that I had were still like 11 blocks, 11 different blocks for just the wall. So let's do a deep slate. So as Mojang adds more blocks, right? They add the shelf blocks, they add the additional copper blocks. It's just going to make inventory management that much more difficult. And it's going to be just a little bit of a pain, a little bit of an additional pain to just continue with the inventory management of this game. So Mojang, if you are listening, which you are probably not because I am a small-time creator, but we gotta do something about our inventories in this game. The bundle was just not it. I think the bundle is useful, but it just wasn't. Well, it just isn't it. It's not the solution. It helps, but it's not the solution. And I really don't know what the solution is. I don't think they're ever gonna increase stack size. I don't think they're gonna ever do anything like that. I don't know, maybe. And maybe the solution is I add some mods and I add a backpack to increase my inventory size. But I mean, I like to keep. I don't know. I like the semi-pure vanilla Minecraft where I only use like quality of life, which I guess you can argue that inventory management is quality of life, but I only use mods that help with like game performance. It helps my game run faster. I use mods that help me creative build and then take those creative builds and put it into the world, but then everything else is just pure vanilla. And like shaders a little bit, but I haven't used shaders in a while. So I mean, they gotta be coming up with something. And you know what? You can make it a a really tough item to get, right? Like the elytra, for example. It's not that tough to get, but like players are like dependent on the elytra, and you've got to go. I mean, people consider it late game, but I don't really consider getting the elytra late game. But you have to go to the end, beat the dragon, to get the elytra. Maybe we have some kind of like inventory backpack type item that you have to, like an end update where there's a new end structure that you have to conquer, and you can get like a backpack type item. And then you have to choose between, and here's an interesting thought, right? You make it an item where the chest plate goes. That increases your inventory space. And then you have to choose between chest plate, elytra, and this item that's like a backpack. And it basically makes your inventory from a single chest to a double chest or something like that. So it's not that overpowered, but it adds a lot more space, right? And I think that would, at least I think that would be an interesting concept to add. So it doesn't kind of, I feel like the way Minecraft plays, right? If you add an item like a backpack, it's kind of overpowered. You just put it in your inventory, it increases your inventory space. It kind of breaks it'll break Minecraft, the game flow state as it is right now. So I think if you add like something where you have to choose between your elytra and your chest plate and whatever this is, right? It could be like a backpack type item that you put on your back that can get cool textures, right? It can get cool textures like the elytra can. And then which I don't know if my Twitch drops are enabled. So if you're ever on Twitch, you should let me know in the chat if the Twitch drops were enabled for that cape. I don't know if I'm fancy enough on Twitch to have the Minecraft drops enabled. But I don't know. I'm just spitballing some of the ideas I think would my biggest thing that I want to see Minecraft do in the next little bit. And you can rope it in, right? You can have the end update that gives you a new structure that maybe has like a new boss that you can get, this like a backpack type item to increase your inventory. That way it incentivizes people to go meet a new challenge to get an item, and then you have to make decisions to be like, oh, okay, do I want to be able to fly, or do I want to be able to have a double inventory? And I guess that brings up the question, though, is what happens if your inventory is double full and you take it off? Does it stay in it, or do they drop? I don't know. I'm just spitballing. I'm not a developer for a reason, for many reasons. I don't know what kind of implications that would cause in the game long term. But what's kind of cool about Minecraft, though, is if I wanted to, I could add those mods in. And I'm pretty sure there's Bedrock add-ons that can do similar things, too. More diamonds that I don't really care that much about. So 2 double chests is gonna be it's not gonna be terrible. But it's gonna take a little bit longer than I thought it would. That's okay though. And then once I get these, it's just a bunch of small numbers of stuff. And then it's building. It's placing. Wow. I'll grab the diamonds for the XP. Helps repair my pickaxe and my gear. Yeah, I'm not kind to myself. I realize that in this design. But you know what? Go big or go home, right? I want this to look decent. I don't want it to look awful. I'm building something that uses almost 200,000 blocks total. I don't want it to be... It's going to be very, very, very repetitive. But I don't want it to be ugly. But yeah, we're okay. I've been going for almost 2 hours. Yeah, last Wednesday, chat, I streamed for 4 hours. And wow. It like messed me up. I stayed up way too late. For those who are new here and hanging out, lurking in the chat. So my primary responsibilities during the day. So I am not like a. All right, let's go over here. I don't want to deal with that llama. So I don't work like a full-time job. I'm also not a full-time streamer by any means. Full-time YouTuber. I'm not making any money off this right now, which is fine. I think I'll get there eventually. But I am so during the day when I'm not working on Minecraft YouTube videos or streaming or whatever, I am a stay-at-home dad, and we have a soon-to-be 2-year-old. And my wife is also pregnant with twins. So we're gonna have 3 kids here pretty soon. And my wife is the primary breadwinner. We're doing the reverse nuclear family American dream, where my wife works and I stay home with our son. And then once she's done with her maternity leave, I'll be staying home with 3 boys. But when I have time, right, when I have a few hours during the day when my son naps, I work on my videos, and then I stream a couple times a week during the day. Or not during the day, a couple times during the week, during the evenings after he goes to bed. And then, so last week, I streamed for 4 hours to get a build done. It started about 8 o'clock my time and ended midnight. Well, my son usually wakes up at about 6 a.m. So streaming that late last week wrecked me for the rest of the week. So we're not doing that today. I'm gonna keep myself within normal, not anything crazy. Keep myself healthy, right? I think that's good advice for everybody. I think you gotta have moderation in what you do. You gotta make sure you don't go crazy. Even if you're grinding out Minecraft builds that are insane, you still gotta pace yourself. You gotta have moderation in it. You gotta keep things so you don't burn out, right? You gotta prioritize sleep and health and whatnot. And last week I was on a crunch, though. I was kind of part of it. So I try to get a video out, like a normal, not live stream, but a normal 20 to 30-minute video out every other week. And I usually finish it up on like Fridays, so last Friday I would have been finishing it up. But last Friday we drove 3 hours one way and about 4 hours the other way because of traffic, because we needed to buy a minivan. So I had one less day to get my video done. So I spent the night the last Wednesday finishing the build, and then Thursday last week finishing my video. And I think it attracted some new people. I'm trying a different strategy out. And it seems to reignited a little bit of channel momentum. So I'm hoping we can get to that 1,000 sub goal within this year. But I think it caught some attention because what I'm doing, and here's some how the sauce is made. So hopefully some of you find this interesting. So what I did, which I think is an interesting strategy for some growth, right? To get discovered. So that's the hardest thing. That's the hardest thing to do, is to get discovered. And so one of the best ways to get discovered is actually YouTube Shorts. But they don't necessarily lead to like my actual passion, which isn't necessarily making shorts or live streaming that much. I like live streaming. Live streaming is fun. But so what I was doing, which got a little bit more momentum than what I have had in the last little bit, is I made a YouTube short, which many of you may have seen. And if you haven't seen, you probably will get recommended if you stuck around here and watched this video for any length of time. YouTube will probably push it your way. But so all the YouTube gurus, they say, oh, take your long form videos and cut them up and make clips. I did that for a little bit. It just seemed kind of pointless to doing that, to be honest. Like I don't like doing that. If you highlight the viral moments from like a long form video, then why would somebody want to watch that video? It's kind of my thought process. And I'm sure over time that strategy might work okay. But so my strategy, and this is what you're going to be seeing, and you're getting some of the behind the scenes, how the sausage is made conversation. So what my plan to do, at least just to test out for a little bit. So what I want to test out is making a standalone YouTube short that has its own value. So it's not just a random clip from my long form videos. Oh, is there lava here too? But is related, so that short is related to my long form video. But if somebody just wants to watch the short, awesome. If somebody watches the short and it pushes them towards my longer video, even better. But so I'm thinking that because like just making clips of like pulling random clips from my long form video and making shorts out of them, it seems kind of like, I don't know. When I see people do that, right, when they make clips from the long form video, not necessarily from a stream, but if they are making a clip straight from their just like regular long form. I don't necessarily want to go watch their long form videos that much. But if they're making shorts that have their own value, but related to what their long forms are, then I'd be more willing to go watch their long form videos. So I'm kind of using my own behavior to try to model. All right, where's Haste? I lost Haste. What I think other people would do. So if you've been following my channel, that's what's going to be coming more in the future, is when I make some shorts. I'm more focused on making my long form videos and then streaming some of the grindy parts of the projects I'm working on in those videos. I'm hoping soon YouTube is going to be releasing an update where it allows me to stream both horizontal and vertical from the same broadcast. Supposedly that's supposed to be coming out soon. And it might debate, because I stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And once YouTube comes out with that, I may just stream to YouTube. I don't know. I may still stream to Twitch, because then I'm still managing 2 broadcasts as compared to managing. I would do both vertical and horizontal on YouTube right now, but I'd be managing 3 broadcasts, and my computer can't quite handle that. Alright, we're getting there. We are definitely getting there. That's 1 double chest. Oops. Grab it. Is there a cobble deep slate in these? A little bit. It's actually not that far from 2 double chests. So I think I'm going to finish getting this last double chest of deep slate, cobble deep slate, and then we're gonna finish up. Hang on, really quick though. I want to check something. Don't play Twitch. Don't do it.
Make sure.
Alright, let's go to my channel dashboard. I'm curious if drops. Maybe I have to do something because it didn't pop up. And I don't know how this drops stuff works. Let's disable drops. Do I have to be a Twitch affiliate to get the Minecraft drop enabled? I might. I don't see it. Search for it. No? Awards. No, that's... That's different. Oh, actually, no. Enabled. No. Okay. I don't know why. Maybe I have to be an associate, an affiliate at least. How's everybody doing though in chat? Chat's pretty quiet right now. Everybody lurking? I have no idea how many people are watching anyway. How's everybody doing? Shout out to the lurkers. Just hanging out. Just chilling. For those that are lurking that haven't caught up, we're getting materials for a mega copper farm, and I'll be streaming probably some of the build process next week of that mega copper farm. And you know what? I may have a extra stream this week just because I want to get this done. So everybody might be lucky and get me streaming maybe tomorrow night or Friday night. I'm not promising anything, but I might be streaming again. Part of this build process of getting this done. I want it done within the next few days. I'm maybe over the weekend, hopefully, but it's probably going to be Monday or Tuesday of next week that I have this done, just realistically. I'll be placing so many blocks. That it's just gonna be it's gonna take a long time to place all the blocks for this build, so it's gonna take me many sessions, many days, just to place all the glass. But luckily, placing blocks is faster than breaking blocks. So, and what's nice about the drowned farm is if I get really desperate and don't want to build it as big as it is, it's modular. So I could build one section, I could build two sections, I could build, I think there's 7 sections on it. So I could build just a couple of the sections and not build the whole thing if I really want to. But it'll just depend on how things are going. I want to get, not this weekend, not this Saturday, but next Saturday I want my video out on it, so obviously the farm needs to be done. But we'll see if I can get it done. Worst case, my video's out later than usual. And for a project of this size, that's okay. I think I'm okay with that. It'll just depend. And Deep Slate is so annoying to mine. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but it just looks better using Deep Slate. So just being mean to myself. Doing it for the content. Giant pocket of tough here. Which normally I'd be like, yeah, that's fine. Tough is fine. My pickaxe is getting low too. I might need to go repair it. We'll see. We'll see. I'm getting close. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to repair it. Alright, I think that tough blob is over, so we're back to just deep slate. So a lot of this project though is gonna be me probably mostly tomorrow. Just like AFKing my super smelter and then making sure I move sand from the chests into the super smelter, AFKing after it's set up for a while, and then check on progress, move more into the chests, and then AFK, and then AFK some more. So it's gonna take a little bit for 130,000 sand to go through my super smelter. And it's going to take a little bit for me to place down 130,000 glass. So this deep slate, two double chests of deep slate doesn't seem anything that crazy as compared to 35 double chests of sand. My inventory. Am I not? Yeah, I'm not picking anything up. Okay. Almost there. Alright, let's take a quick mining break. Let's go check on all the clankers. And then repair my pickaxe. Come back down. That chest is almost full. And then we'll grab that and we'll set up the chests at the actual farm location, right outside of it at least. Let's see how everything's going over here. We got badness. Let's sleep first. Alright, let's see. How are all my copper golems faring? I got a couple creepers over here. I think they despawned. I think I need some help. Yeah, actually. They're keeping up okay. Yeah, they're doing pretty good. How's my sand looking? This is gonna take. This is gonna take. Are these? No, they're not full. Okay. It's actually going faster than hopper speed. Let me just see what's in this. Okay. Alright, yeah. You guys are doing great. Let's go repair my pickaxe, and then we'll finish up that double chest of deep slate. We'll get the deep slate in place where I'm building the farm. Hang on. Just so I don't completely ruin everybody's ears, let's turn down the mobs. You can do it. You can do it, mobs. You can make it through the portal system. It'll take just a minute. It'll take just a minute here. There we go. They're coming through. I love free cam. Cheaty cam. Yeah, let's not break my pickaxe. That would be bad. And then have to get a brand new efficiency 5 fortune pickaxe. Yeah, no thanks. Let's not break it. Let's make sure I actually repair it while we're taking a tiny little mining break. We'll go down, we'll finish that last double chest. It shouldn't take that much longer. And then I will call it 80 nights. I probably won't AFK the super smelter because I want to be able to check things back and forth. Alright, we're done. Yeah, that would have been so loud if I didn't turn on hostile mobs. Alright, back to the mine. Oh. I got a little scared on that one. I got a little scared on that one. Man. I put the sugarcane on a chunk loader on purpose, so whenever I see the sugarcane full. I need to harvest it. Just because I have been suffering going through all the process of getting rockets and whatnot. So I take 2 seconds to harvest the sugarcane. You know, I've actually cleared out more of this area than I thought. How many more stacks do I need? A little bit. 1, 2, 3, and 18, 20, 22. Almost 22 stacks. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh, more tough. Down that dark hallway is where I fought the Wither. I was using the cheaty Fulbright, but I tried it for a little bit and it seemed a little too cheaty to me to use Fulbright. So I tried it for a bit. I decided against it after a while. That tough is going to come in handy for a build one of these days. Alright. So chat, I did it a little bit last year, and I'm thinking about potentially doing it again. What I would do is I would load up a preview or a snapshot copy of the coming soon update. And like test things out, play with things a little bit on live stream. I don't know. I'm debating if I want to do that some more. I might. I kind of want to play with a spear. See if it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be really cool. I think the one thing that a lot of people have said, and I 100% agree with, is when you use lunge on the spear, it uses durability. And I need to test it, but that doesn't seem consistent, right? So if you use Riptide on a Trident and you don't hit something, I don't think it uses durability. So I think they need to change that up. So you can use lunge as a mobility technique. If you don't hit anything, it doesn't use durability, and then I think it'd make the spear better from what I'm seeing. The spear itself is, I think it's gonna be really cool. And the next drop, probably mid-December, is when this drop is most likely gonna come out for the Mounts of Mayhem. It's probably gonna be a big event. Potentially again, like a Christmassy holiday, whatever event, like they did last year on the Bedrock server. I'm guessing there's going to be one again. And a new cape. Although I love this cape. Although I don't think it looks good with diamond armor. I need to stop being lazy and actually get my netherite armor. But I've been so focused on other projects that I just don't. This is the only thing I've upgraded to netherite. I've only upgraded my shovel to netherite. And I thought about upgrading another 6 shovels to netherite this week. But I decided against it. I don't know. Maybe I'll do an episode soon. It's like I get good. I actually get good at Minecraft in my forever world. That's focused on like making my armor really cool and upgrading everything. Setting up like a actually good shulker organization in my ender chest, that kind of stuff, right? I think Mumbo Jumbo did an episode similar to that in Time to Craft this season. So maybe I do that, and that gives me an excuse to get netherite. But I need to figure out the best armor trim with netherite combination that looks good with this cape. I can't do it. I can't do it. I wanted to show it off more. I can't mine like that. Can't third person mine. Alright, we're almost done. We're almost there. I don't know if I have quite enough. We might have enough once my inventory is full. And then we're gonna call it a night after that. So shout out to everybody hanging out. Shout out to all the lurkers. Shout out to the people checking out the super boring material gathering grindy live streams. What's up, Alpha? Here, I'll show you a few things before since you're here. I don't want you to miss out on some of the stuff going on. I'm getting. Oh, you're good. Better late than never, right? I need to get some shulker boxes anyway. I want to move the materials to where they're going and actually craft them into the blocks I need for them. So we're not quite done. We're just almost done with. Well, I need a little bit more. I need these two double chests. I need full. So, not quite there yet. So Alpha, since you joined late, I'll fill you in. So I'm working on getting the rest of the materials that I need for my copper farm. And I can't remember if you've seen it, the design for it or not. But it's huge. Well, I'll go show it off in a minute here. So, I need to grab some shulker boxes to move all this deep slate over to where I'm setting up. I'm not quite ready to build yet. So the things that are holding me back from building is I'm smelting all of my sand into glass. Which is just going to be a lot of me, like, AFKing, checking every hour or so on the AFK to make sure I don't need to add more sand into the super smelter. So I'm not gonna do that all on stream, just because it's only 130,000 sand. Yeah, I just need 130,000 glass, 35 double chests. I don't know what has gotten into me with this project, but it's gonna be massive. It's literally it's gonna be the biggest thing that I've built, and maybe the biggest thing that I ever build in Minecraft. So, and I'm justifying it because this is the world I'm always going to be playing in. I'm always coming back to this world. So, doing a project like that, basically, I've got something in the works for the future. I'm planning. Oh, is it something? Something big project, big Minecraft project? Yeah. So, and I'll go show it off in a minute here because I'm gonna be moving all the materials over there, the last bits of materials that I'm getting today. Is that enough? Let's see, are we there yet? Okay, that was literally perfect. Okay. Let's go grab 4 shulker boxes. I'm gonna do it in... keep them in the cobble deep slate for now. And then once we get over to the big river, because I need a big river biome, then I'll craft them into 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one of these shulkers has all my chests? I need one more chest. Did I put the chests in another chest somewhere? Let's check on this stuff. Ow. How you doing? How you doing, my robo friends? Not too bad, not too bad. How are these looking? All right, we got a couple more that are empty. I need to break those. Okay. Yeah, working hard, clinkers. All right, let's go grab all the cobble deep slates, and then we're gonna head on over to the river, and then we'll set up the chest for the polished deep slabs, and then I'll go over. I'll go over for Alpha. Show up late. Didn't see this yet. Since you're here, I'm gonna be going over everything in significantly more detail in my YouTube video that I'm working on right now, though. Just so everybody knows, I'm not gonna go over all the nitty-gritty details of how this farm works. But I'll show it off one more time before the stream's over. But basically, at this point, besides just like random one-off items, I put the chests in one of these chests. There's my chests. I knew I did that. But other than just random one-off items that I need, I have all the bulk for this farm collected, other than all the glass. But that's just gonna take a while. That's just gonna take hours to smelt. And then I can move it over. But I have the chest set up for the glass already. Do I have... Grab those. In case I run out of rockets, I got some gunpowder in my ender chest. Probably finish this. Gathering resources. Episode 11. You can do it. You can do it, Flashback. You've been really slow, Flashback. Are you gonna crash on it? Did it do it? It did it. Nice. You know, there's some really cool spots over here that I'm eventually gonna branch out the city to and build in. I almost put the city over here, but it's too small in this little valley. Which I'm glad I didn't, because this is going to be... I mean, it's going to be cool, but it's going to be kind of an eyesore. Okay, we need 2, 4... I think that might be too many. I think I just need 4. Let's see. 197. Let's just do 200 divided by 54. Yeah, just 4. 4 double chests. Quick crafting. Grab about half at a time, actually. Right there. So nice when you're crafting just the same thing over and over again. All right. Oh, hang on. Let's turn on rendering. It's gonna freak out my game. All right. So this is what I'm working on. Yes. Yes. All right. So let's. It uses 128,981 glass. About 12,000, almost 13,000 polished deep slates. About 9,000 scaffolding. About 7,000, a little more than 7,000 soul sand. 15,000 or 1,500. 1,500 obsidian for the portals. Plus some more for the nether side portals. Would you believe it? But I can do this all with 2 water buckets. I need to get the fence gates, and then the block of iron I'm not really worried about. I'm going to use regular polish for this one. The block of irons are for a beacon that I'm going to have when I'm setting this up. Some that is my planning. I screwed that up. I don't know what the sign. I can't remember what the signs are for. And the honey blocks are so the mobs don't jump when they're hitting stuff. And then the hoppers. I'm gonna need more hoppers because this doesn't have this storage connected to the farm in this design. So it's dark. Do I have a bed here? I don't have a bed. Where's my bed? I don't have a bed. Uh-oh. It's okay. I just want to go in freehand. So each one of these, right, you can kind of see gaps, right? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 modules. Oh, there's a village. I can sleep. I picked the wrong house. But no, so there's 9 modules, and each module is a column of water. Sorry, buddy. And they're gonna be bubble columns. Is that copper armor? Enchanted copper armor. It's only the second time I've seen that since I've updated my game. Let's go back up. All right, cheat cam. Get closer to this. Actually, you know what? You know what, chat? Let's do this. I'm gonna jump over into my creative planning world for this, and then we'll end the stream because I've been going for 3 hours and I need sleep. Oh, why is it so slow? Why are you so slow saving the world? It's been slow ever since I updated. I don't know why. There it goes. There, and we want my Forever World copy. All right, so you can see things a little bit better. I'm going, that's super slow. All right, so what happens, right? These are all bubble columns, right? So we got the soul sand down here, and the drowned will spawn in the river biome bubble columns, get pushed up, and then pushed into portals. And then through the nether side, they go through a series of portals and they teleport back here and then get sent up to the AFK platform. And then, we use some sweeping edge magic. But once it gets going, you just it's pretty quick. So, that cake's so nice. But yeah, no, so this is, oh, I'm in survival mode. Don't worry, this is the only spoiler in my creative world, so other than that block palette, it's not my survival world. I was wondering why I couldn't fly. But yeah, so that's what I'm getting all the materials for in survival. Let's just hop over. Let's hop back into my survival world really quickly here, and then I'm gonna head back towards my super smelter. But yeah, so I've got soul sand, I've got the scaffolding already, I've got the obsidian, and all the polished. So all of the main components I've got. I need just like some of the honey blocks, some deep slate tile walls. White wool I don't need because that's just a placeholder. The barrel I don't really need, but I might put it there anyway. And a trapdoor and some gates. Not like a ton of gates, 2 stacks of gates. So the rest of the stuff isn't that crazy. It shouldn't take me long to get it. But this whole chest array. So there's 32 chests here. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Double chests for glass. Anime edits? Yeah, I do. Welcome back. I remember. And thank you for whoever subs over on YouTube. If your subs are public, it should pop up here in a second, and I can give you a better shout out. But I've been streaming for just under 3 hours, so I'm flying back over to my super smelter, which let's just take a second. This is not a server. This is my my own single player world. I love this building. It turned out so good. Yeah, that's where I'm actually going. Here is the... I'll do some cheetah cam. Kelp farm back here. And that fuels the super smelter. Super smoker into super smelter. So we're running overtime right now. Is this slowing down? No, it's not slowing down. But so basically all I need to do to get the bulk, I need to get all of these double chests. Where did I get the sand from? All right, because you've been here a couple of times. One last thing I'll show off. Before I end stream. One last thing. I get that, and then I'm gonna end. If you want to see where I got all the sand from, only just only 100 and actually, let's pull out the. No, I didn't do a sand duper. So 54 times. Yeah, it's only Oh, hang on. I ran out of rockets. Oh, we're gonna be walking back. Wasn't paying attention. Here. Let's open my stats. YouTube's not gonna be able to see this. Actually, YouTube is gonna be able to see this. Barely. So that top one for YouTube, is sand. I've only mined 144,000 sand. I'll show you. I don't have any gunpowder, do I? I don't have my ender chest. Oh, I might. Did I leave an ender chest here? I can't remember where I left it. I might be able to make some rockets. Man, this little armadillo is getting far. Hey, buddy. I did leave an ender chest. Okay, good. We're not walking back. We can fly back. Did I not put gunpowder in here? Oh man. I got rockets though. Oh, there's some here. Good. Let's say that'd be disappointing. Okay. Oh, let's go and fly cam head. All right. So, hello. So you can kind of see the edge, right, of where things are a little bit taller. That's where I haven't mined sand yet. Yeah, this whole area. So, my philosophy, there's some chests there too. Okay, that's where my beds are ending up. Yeah, we'll leave that all here. Alright, let's head back to base. So my philosophy when it comes to Minecraft, just so everybody's in that who follows knows where I stand on some of the air quotes controversial things in Minecraft. I am 100% okay with, and I don't care if people do this. It doesn't bug me. But so what I'm building with this is a drowned farm, a mega drowned farm. which is insane. But no, so my philosophy, and I'll say this before I end the stream. I've been going for a little bit, and I've been saying I'm doing one more thing, and then I'm ending the stream. So my philosophy, and I've got it right there. I am A-okay, and I will use TNT duping. And I don't know, maybe it's a little bit hypocritical that I'm okay with TNT duping, but I just can't get behind sand duping. And I'm okay if people sand dupe and gravity item dupe, but I don't know if I can get behind sand duping. So that's why I didn't sand dupe. It just feels a little too cheaty for me. But yeah, and it is complicated. And the Java duplication drip glitches, other than TNT duping, Bedrock has some duplication glitches that are really, really easy to do. But I can get behind the sand duping. Well, doing some of the Bedrock duplication glitches and stuff, just because Bedrock farms are not very good. But I don't know. It really didn't take that long, relatively, right? So I spent. Here, well, I'll pause the game and go over here. So I spent maybe like maybe 5 or 6 hours total mining sand to get 130,000 sand. So it wasn't like that crazy. But no, I don't necessarily need glass for the drowned farm, for the copper drowned farm, but it looks better using glass. So that's why I'm using the glass instead of other items, right? Like I made it hard on myself using glass. Like I could have lava casted the walls. And for most people that aren't trying to build a mega farm for adding some aesthetics to it as well, like I'm still trying to make it look decent. But if you're not looking for aesthetics, lava cast the walls for a farm of this size. It will save so much time. Like I'd be done if I did lava casting the walls. But it doesn't look good. It doesn't look as good. It still looks pretty good having a massive structure like that, but like lava cast the walls instead of placing all the blocks, because placing all the blocks is going to take forever. So why am I building a drowned farm? That's a great question. I think sometimes asking why is is not the right question. The right question you've got to ask with Minecraft is why not? No, I have plans. So in the future, so after I build the drowned farm, I've got 2 projects lined up after that. They're significantly less complicated. Well, not less complicated. Significantly less intensive projects that I want to do. First one next, after I do the drowned farm, is I want to build a very, very good storage system. And I was waiting for the copper golem for that anyway. That's going to make it a little bit easier to do. And then after that, after I set up a storage system, I'm gonna set up a copper factory. And so what the copper factory is gonna have is I'm gonna set up auto crafters that craft, that they take copper ingots and they craft copper blocks, cut copper blocks, copper stairs, copper grates. The ingots will go down to nuggets to make copper torches, the copper lanterns, copper bulbs. So I'm gonna have to input blaze rods into this. So I'm probably gonna have to make a blaze farm at some point for this. And basically all of the copper building blocks, I'm gonna build a auto crafting factory for all of it. So I wanted a copper farm, like a really, 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 really powerful copper farm to supply that. So that's what this is building towards. And then, okay, let's jump back to the beginning. So one of my favorite ways to build, if you see, I've got copper there, I've got copper there, I've got copper there. Copper in this building. But then let's keep looking at some of these buildings. I've got that copper gear to make kind of the theme of the city I want to do. And then you start getting some of these buildings, and I lose some of the copper elements and like gears and kind of arcane ether punk is the style that I'm going with. So it's like a magical steampunk. I'm losing some of that in these buildings, and there's some blank spaces that I'm going to be building that into, and some of the stuff in the back I could probably work on. But my biggest thing is and it's so ironic to say this because I've mined 144,000 sand. But I don't like that. Like for me, Minecraft, the biggest thing that I don't like doing is mining. I like farming all of my resources. And unfortunately in Java, because they got rid of the glitch, and this is what sent me down this whole rabbit hole. So there's a glitch back in 1.20.5, I think, or maybe a little bit newer than that still. But there's a glitch that drowns would call zombie reinforcements. And so a overpowered drowned farm would take an inventory of blocks to build, and then it uses zombie reinforcements to call in additional zombies. You convert them to drowns, and it was just ridiculous. And it was super easy to build. But they got rid of it. They got rid of that glitch, which breaks that farm. So now the best farms that have similar rates to that farm are just massive. So I'm building massive. But I can justify it because this is the world that I'm always going to be coming back to. I will say right now, if I ever start an SMP, which I might in the future, or if I join an SMP or whatever, I'm probably not going to be doing this same project again because it's just so massive and it's taking so much time. But it's pretty great. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I've never built something this big, so that's why. Because why not? Why not build something so big? But anyway, I'm rambling, and hopefully that answers your questions. Anime Edits over on YouTube. But I hope everybody enjoyed. I've been streaming for about 3 hours, and I need sleep. It's about 30 minutes past my bedtime. But anyway, things to keep an eye out for in the near future. I'll be streaming at least on Twitch, maybe Twitch and YouTube on Saturday night. I might, no promises, but there might be a surprise tomorrow night or Friday night Minecraft stream, kind of to make up. I didn't stream on Monday, so I might make up for it on Friday, maybe tomorrow night, just depending on how I feel. Saturday, my buddies and I are doing Ascent 7 on Peak, which is the hardest difficulty in Peak that you can do. And then there is a game that I've been wanting to get back to that's a lot of fun to stream, called Phasmophobia, and there is a Halloween event going on right now. So I might squeeze in some Phasmophobia streams sometime in the near future. So keep an eye out for those. The goal is to have my next video that highlights all this copper farm stuff done by next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday. So the 25th is when I have my goal to have the video that highlights all of this done by then, so keep an eye out for it then. But anyway, you guys are always awesome, legends as always. But I will catch you in the next stream or wherever you check out my content in the future. But anyway, everybody have a good night or day or wherever you're watching in the world, whatever time it happens to be. I used to say in meetings with at work, it was always good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So everybody have a good morning or good night or good evening or whatever it is, wherever you're watching in the world. And I will catch you in the next